Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we got to pick a pile with the Kitsune. Go ahead and focus on the three cards ahead. Intuitively select. I will go ahead and put the timestamps in the description box for you. Okay. All right, if you have selected card A, you have number 21, watch and listen carefully. There is a possibility that you need to be cautious and careful at the moment. For what looks like a good situation, a friendly person, or an offer too good to refuse is disguised. There is no need to fear, but take your time and do not make commitments until you have investigated all that you can and received good advice from a trusted source. Kitsune, in the main, can be trusted, and this particular Kitsune is coming to you to advise you to take care, hold back, and think before you act. Think does not mean to worry or to fret, but to rely upon wisdom rather than what you would like to be true. Do not be naive, do not act rashly and foolishly, and examine carefully what is before you. You may find that you will be very glad that you hesitated and took stock, rather than simply going with what you wish. This is going to be challenging, for many of us are overcoming our own mistrust of the possibility, but in order to be a whole being, we must acknowledge that not all that takes place is in our best interests. And in this situation, there is a possibility that there is a person who is acting in a way that will only benefit them, without taking into consideration your needs. So be wary, think carefully, act wisely, and seek out advice that can be of assistance before coming to a decision. All right, at 220, if you have chosen pile B, you have number 33, leave behind what is no longer you. All right. Sometimes when we feel we are being what is called by humans true to ourselves, we are in fact not being true to ourselves at all. At times we develop habits of self, and who we are has become an old story we tell ourselves and others over and over again until it seems natural and inevitable. This, after all, is who we are, we believe. But the truth is now here for you, and some of you who have told yourself is about to get a shakeup, and you will find yourself walking through the gateways into a new version of who you are, and leaving behind who you once thought you were. This will be a raw time, a time when we feel vulnerable and exquisitely sensitive. Yet it is good work that we do when we no longer follow a pattern, but seek instead to become who we are next to be. But in order for this to take place, something must be left behind before you walk through this gateway. Choose what feels less true than it ever has before, and choose what still feels like a pattern you have attachments to. For once you walk through the gateway adorned with all the attachments and entwinings that ivy can bring, we will cease to make our former self and others and responsibilities our major commitment. Instead, your own undoing and rebecoming will surface and demand its place in this next stage of your life. This is a gate of freedom you walk under. First, though, put down the burden of attachment to who you believe you are, or more truthfully, who you believe you ought to be. Rebirth yourself, dear friend, and allow the gateway of the realm of the Kitsune to work its magic upon your endless reimagining of who you are. At 431, if you've chosen C, you have number 44, follow the signs. Let me just write down the timestamp. Here we go. We can get a better, there we go. This Kitsune girl is creating magical signs out of her holy foxfire. Signs, omens, messages for you to follow while you walk your path. She wishes for you to have guidance, And her purpose is to create this fire. And when you see this card, you know that the messages and the signs coming to you are to be trusted and are worth following. There is a sense of union, friendship, and trustworthy allies when this card comes. And she acknowledges that you are following the right path and that your trust in the signs have been becoming to you is not misplaced. This sense of following something subtle, strange, and not quite knowable is a tentative path and a mysterious one. And many have said you are fools for letting such things be your advisors. But this card says that you can grow in confidence and know that the warmth and the light of the sacred fire of the Kitsune is part of the gift that the universe is sending to you. You have found her. She is saying yes. And now it is for you to tune in, connect, and keep your inner guidance strong and healthy. There is a purity to this process and a passionate energy. Go where the fire of the Kitsune leads you, for it's growing in power, and your intuitive understanding is becoming deeper, clearer, and more luminous with every step. There you go, guys. Have a great day.